Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool, right? See the other arms? Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah! Welcome to the Jetman Racing Show!
And we are your hosts. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
Yes, and on this episode we are doing the Jetwing Man.
That's right, the Jetwing. So
The Jetwing.
This will be multiple world's first attempts.
That's what we think.
Yeah, no, it has to be, because I've never seen it before. As far as we're aware, there's multiple world's first in this one.
So we're going to go and make a Jetwing, kind of a jetpack. It's a type of jetpack.
That's right, so a skydiver,
Dubai skydiver
Jetwing.
pack.
So basically, what does he have? He's got, so we're going to use the K2 Plus combo with the CFS, aka the best, the biggest multicolour printer in the world. And we're going to use that.
To do it all in one print.
That's right, so we're not going to do any painting in post.
No.
We're going to do all the colours up front in one print.
Yes, and then we're going to print it there. We're going to print. You're going to scan Richard into the computer.
Yeah,
and it's basically going to be Richard flying on the RC jetpack.
Yeah,
Jetwing.
Yeah. Effectively, I'm going to be scaled down slightly.
Yes.
It's going to be quite a large. Still quite a large build.
Yes, still quite a large one.
And then we're going to have two jet engines, or maybe possibly EDFs on each wing.
Yes.
And I think we're going to use flaprons to control them.
Flaprons.
At this stage of the game.
And we're going to also do a parachute for deployment for landing in emergencies, or just landing just for a different style.
Yeah. Because, I mean, otherwise, when it comes down to land, it might be a bit messy.
Take off, not sure.
Any ideas on how to get a clean takeoff?
Yes, a clean takeoff
would be most appreciated. But at this stage, we're going to build them. So first, we're going to design them in CAD,
and
then we're going to head over to the Creality Software and put them on the printer.
Yes,
and get it all printed and
start assembly.
One piece.
Start assembly, and then here we go. Thanks very much for our sponsors. Couldn't do without you, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, so let's jump straight into this exciting project. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, race!
Okay, so we're back and we're doing a new design, a new build series.
Yes.
What is it?
We're doing the Jetwing Man. Is that right? Jetwing Man?
Jetpack Man.
Jetpack Wingman. Because he's got a wing on his back.
He's got a jetpack tech. He's got a parachute tech.
Yes.
He's got a wing on his back.
Yes.
So he's got engines.
So there you go. Whatever that configures to. I think it's a Jetwing Man. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay, so we've been jumping onto the computer and done some iterations.
That's right. So custom design requires a custom
design. You just did that twice. Okay, so we'll jump into the computer.
But also, it requires something that's more important. What's that? It requires multicolour printing.
Yes.
K2 Plus.
Yes.
With a CFS.
So we don't have to do any painting up.
That's right, no painting required, because it's all done
in-house.
In-house, all up front, right? So all the designs and stuff, which you're going to see in a second, all had to be done up front, hence the reason why all the logos are added, all the servo allocation slots, right? All the wiring, all done up front.
Looms,
and all the structural beams and stuff internally.
Yes, so there you go. We will jump over to the software, the CAD software.
And here we are. So this is the wing that goes on his back. This is what you're looking at now, is the back of the wing.
Yes.
So that's what you're looking at there. There it is. So we've got some different logos in there. We've got Creality, we've got Marvel, and we've got No Step, and then obviously the H plus R. These are all different colours, aren't they? That we're going to do a later date. We'll show you how we're doing it. We've got an FPV camera up here. If you can see, that's where we're going to mount them there. And we've got all the different like servo mounting points down to here, because it's going to be flaprons, which is the back, and then the up, all in one house. And we've got different little ports for
hatches for extra stuff that we all need
for, you know, FPV, feed, VTX, and all that kind of good stuff. We've got all the different carbon fiber rods already added, allocated, plus all the holes already added for the winglets. which are these little side ones that keep the wing going straight. We've got all the different logos like Kamikaze Energy, Kiwi Fill, Leopard Power over here, and ISTT chargers. And we've got all the wiring coming from the FPV camera down here and then out.
Yes,
the man.
and so this is the back. This will be closest to the man himself, and we're going to be mounting EDS, I think.
On this point here and this point here.
Is it EDS or propeller? I'm not sure.
At this
Probably.
stage, we're aiming for EDS at this stage, and there'll be a shaft that goes through here, and then
Structural integrity,
and then they'll be able to be attached through here, and plus some points to attach the man as well, plus some extra wiring holes.
There you go. So quite a lot in there.
Plus the reason you might notice is there is a big hole here. Hence the reason is because he's going to need a parachute.
Yes.
So that's why there's a big hole, and then there will also be a server here to deploy that parachute.
So
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in the design. So we will be getting that all ready. And then once this is pretty much done.
Pretty much final.
And we will jump over to, once that's all done, we'll jump over to the Creality print software, paint it, and then we'll send it to the K2 Plus. That's right. We may have to cut it up a little bit, but we'll have to slice it up a little bit. But we won't have to slice it up too much because it's got a 350 cubed build size, which is a massive. So there you go. Let's go and jump over and do that. Okay, so here we are, we've jumped into Creality Print.
Yeah, the software. The one that's going to help you out with the colours.
The multicolour.
That way you can do everything up front and personal.
Up front and personal, and we've also sliced it up and chopped it into smaller bite-sized pieces, I guess.
Yeah,
but they are fairly large.
They're quite big chunks.
Yes.
Some of them are 12 hours long, some of them are sort of near 2 days.
Yeah, something like that. So I think this one was...
How many prints are there? I think there's like 5 prints that we need to do for the wing itself, and then
a few for the guy himself. Yes, so here's the wing, and so
it's one of the 4 sections, isn't it? 4 sections plus the 5th one, which is the
I think six sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the main 5, 6, 7 sections of this.
So if you remember in the last one, we had H plus R, so you can see that this is on the top of the wing.
This is the top,
and it's at the front right is what it is. There is. So this is, it will say H plus R. Will be the logo, and we've allocated some colours. Obviously, in this case, it's the blue and the black.
And to do that, it's quite simple. You just go over to here and you click this little plus button. Say I wanted to add a yellow, and then you jump into the colour and you add the yellow, and away you go. You can just paint away.
That's right. And with the CFS and the current setup, since we have one CFS, we can do 4 colours at one time. It will just interchange between the 4 colours, and if you had more CFS options, you could go all the way up to 16. And yeah, so it says up here K2 Plus, and then you just allocate your colour. You select colour painting and just select the colour that you require. For example, say the white that Harry's got there, and he just does a colour drop.
So we change that to white. There you
Bam, colour,
there you go.
white. Okay,
or
so
you can paint it individually. There's lots you can do. You could just write on it. No, hang on. That's painting him back. Hang on. There you go. You could just... There you go.
yeah.
There you go. If you wanted that sort of look. So the main thing to take away there was that we have been multicolour printing on the software, and now we will jump and print it out in real time.
That's right. Got to print it for it to exist.
Yes.
So let's get to it. Okay, so here we are. This is the second print done on the K2 Plus for this build. Now this is the first one here. So there you go, that's pretty good. It's pretty clean, nice and light. And here comes the second one. What do you reckon? Take it out? Yeah? Oh, here it comes. Whoa, look at that, eh? Pretty good. I'll just turn it around so you can see. So there you go. Pretty good. And we've got a couple more to go before this one can be assembled. Looking good though. Alright, so we've scanned myself, and this is the sort of general result of what happened, and we're just colouring it here. So we've got some black here, we've got some blue, we've got some skin tone, we've got 4 colours here. This is the process. and we're going to see if it's going to see if we can do this kind of level of accuracy. So here he goes, he's just changing between the colors of skin tone and blue. So he just finished the layer then of the skin tone. So now it'll transition back to the blue. So here we are at 34% in. And there you are. Rewind the skin tone and then it will replace it with the blue. And then it will go another level.
Okay, there you go. He's fresh off the printer, the K2 Plus coming with a CFS.
Yes.
So we printed his head, or how should I say, my head, on livestream. Here he goes. And that's the final result. No painting required. It's au natural, as they say. Yeah, there you go. Got it for a second. Au natural. So we used 4 colors. We used skin tone, we used black, we used white, and we used blue, all in one hit. There you go. So there you go.
So no painting. That's just how it came.
That's how it came, and
So that was done in the Creality print software, wasn't it?
yes, and yes, there you go. He is Richard's head scanned into printer, and we did that on live stream. And there you go. So will go up there on this guy here.
Yeah, so we're going to do some little design considerations to make it fit. But basically it consists of doing a little bit of cutting, do a little bit of joining.
It's not
it's not actually joined in. So
hold that, we go for a second. Thanks. And you can see our badge put in there. And this guy will go on top like that.
yeah.
And yes, and then the back of him is
Big hole.
Big hole for the parts that we need to put in.
There's another part, all done in one print.
It's pretty cool.
And then there's a big hole for
And that'll
batteries.
be, we need to start assembling it, and there's some legs. Look at that.
Oh, my leg.
Karate kicked it. There you go. There you go. Put it back. There you go. You never knew. Invisible. So we got to start putting this guy together next and start printing out some new parts.
It actually stands it remarkably quite well.
It does, doesn't it? It's quite impressive.
So basically this guy right behind us is in fact the battery compartment.
Yes.
Along with maybe some other considerations.
Other
in the future.
considerations.
But basically
That's what we're thinking.
he's a battery pack.
He's a battery.
So any human is like a battery, just like the Matrix.
There you go. That got dark very quickly. There
No,
you
it
go.
didn't. Matrix is cool.
Keanu
Reeves.
Keanu. Cool. There you go. Trinity. Okay, so there you go. Now, let's go and put them together and start printing it.
He's got to be able to fly, right? So you're
get
going to
down.
need wings. He's going to be like a bird, right?
It's going to be like a bird.
Like a bird,
It's
mate.
a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a 3D printed Richard. Jetwing.
Jetwing, man. And now we need to make it into a humanoid, or at least the shape of a human.
A human, yes.
So we've already put his little head on there from the live stream, so he is drying as we speak, so that's good. And now this may look like it's connected, but it's not. So we'll connect those legs, and then we'll wait for it to dry, and then we'll spin it over and join the two main parts together. But first, let's put his legs up because he can't walk otherwise, mate.
Okay, so we've got a couple of drill, drill a bit more, and now we are going to put this carbon rod in here, and then we're going to go stick on the top, stick on there. So I'm just going to stand here for 30 seconds to get set time, and then we'll position them somewhere to get a good 24-hour cure. So here we go. Okay, so here we are. We've got it all printed from the K2 Plus over there. It's working on the next project, but you'll be seeing that coming up on the channel. But at the moment, what we've done here, it's all printed out, it's all in pieces. This is the Jetwing pack. I guess it's a Jetwing pack. What do you reckon it's called?
Yeah, it's Jetwing.
Jetwing pack. So it's all been printed out in big giant chunk slices, and so it's got like Marvel 3D, Liquid Power ICT, and the main one right there, Creality and Kamikaze and Kiwiful. So there you go, couldn't do it without you guys. So it's all been printed out, all in pieces, and now.
So that was the Hyper PLA, right?
Yes, Hyper PLA, and quite a low infill pattern, and now we got a
8%?
something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's
8%. Okay, 8% infill, and now we're going to line it up, glue it together, maybe do a little bit of sanding, and we'll put this guy together, and then we can start assembling the electronics, right?
Why not?
And then join the man pilot to the backpack. So all exciting, and then we get to do some exciting stuff like making the parachute. So here we go. Okay, so here we are in the sanding factory.
All right, so we've got our best clothes on again, as you can tell. Absolutely not. Don't wear tuxedos when you're doing this kind of thing. Okay, so the K2 in the background, he's working on an upcoming project.
Yes.
So he's doing his thing in the multicolor world, and we need to do our thing in the real multicolor world since it's already being printed. So.
Yes, so we got to sand it up a bit, get a bit of something to grip for the bonding glue, and then we'll sand it and then glue it.
Yeah,
let's get into it. Okay, I think
so it's glue time.
It's glue time. So we need gloves. We need
gloves.
We just here. Gluing the jetpack. Okay, right.
Jetwing.
Jetwing. I guess what, glue the internals and then put a strut in there to hold it, or how are we going to do it?
Yeah, and then maybe pull the strut out afterwards once we got lined up.
They're mucking around when the gluing starts.
When the gluing starts, the tough to get gluing, is it?
The tricky part will be to line them all up. It's like a piñata. Maybe. Okay, so hang on, we'll just tape that up. Far out. She's strong glue. Okay, so flip it over.
It lines it up.
Yeah, it does line it up. Okay, cool. And we just got to make sure that we move that pole now and then it won't stick to that. So we'll put the first bit of glue down. Now we're going to put the second part of glue down.
Yeah, that's the first bit.
Glue away, my good sir.
My good friend.
Nice work. That'll keep it lined up while the glue activates.
It's cool that when this process starts, it's just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, that is quite the amazing part about 3D printing. And this is intense, gluing this stuff. We're getting there. A lot of gluing going down. Seconds.
Yeah, okay. Sounds pretty quick.
Sounds quick indeed.
There you have it, folks. Seconds it takes.
Seconds. There you go. But yeah, there's a part there. Yeah, that goes up here. There you go, rotated.
Why are they rotated?
So we don't bond it. So you take those fellas out, and then we can put
them in when we need to.
Yeah. Wow, it really wants to sand there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is the gun?
Okay, so it looks like we need some more glue.
Looks like we need some more glue, yes.
So we're going to do some shopping. Also going to get some more gloves. These are just absolutely trashed.
Yes.
But we're making progress. And so what do we need to do next? We need to do this side and so forth. So.
And up here.
That's what I mean. So forth.
All right.
Lots more to do. But
lots to go, but we're looking good.
But the main thing is, it is in fact in one piece, or at least more or less in one piece now.
More or less in one piece.
Just rotating these every now and then so it doesn't stick, because we do want to get them out. So when we have to put
the motor mounts
in, we can just slide it all in, cut it to fit, possibly glue it in, I'm not too sure, but that is the game.
Yes, so we're going to do that. And we're back. So there you go, an exciting episode. But make sure that if you haven't done already, subscribe so we can carry on with this series build.
That's right, so the Jetwing has to be flying.
Yes, we got to get to that point and then we got to send them.
That's right. So what do we do in this? Sort of give us a recap of what we did.
What we've done is we've scanned Richard into software and then printed them out on the K2 at a smaller size K2 Plus, yes, and then we made them out of 3D, multicolor 3D printing.
That's right.
And then we designed the jetpack itself.
Everything's
and
designed.
then yes, and then as
the
you
jet
see,
wing, yeah, the wing.
And then you've just seen in the intro, if you go back and have a look, you'll see that there's mock EDFs sitting there. And yes, now we're going to swap them out for all the real deal and finish off the wiring, electronics, and then we'll go and send them. So there you go. Lots to see.
In the future, we're going to do flight controller kind of stuff.
Flight controller. Let us know if you want to put a flight controller in. I suppose we could.
Yeah, but maybe we could go for an initial test flight first, and see how it performs, and then add the flight controller.
Yes, so lots to do and lots to see.
That's more like the icing on the cake. Once you know the plane's well established.
Yes. So moving on to the next segment on the show is the movie of the week. What is it, Richard?
Moonfall.
Yes.
Basically, the moon is not what you think it is. It's a mega structure.
There you go.
Superstructure, and you need to tune in to figure out what exactly the moon is. And lots of astronauts.
Yeah, it's very cool and great cinematography. So can't complain, and we think you should check it out. So it's movie of the week. Final thoughts, Richard.
Final thoughts. Can't wait to get this guy into the air.
Yes.
Lots more to do. We've got to do some parachute making. We've got to do all the wiring and looms and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And we've also got to, like, I remember that we haven't quite actually glued the wing together yet. We've still got to do the wing tips,
assembly.
don't we? We've got to do the wing tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got to attach the man to the wing.
Yes, and
figure out how to do that.
batteries and all sorts. So there's lots to do, and we'll see each other coming out in the next couple of weeks for that.
And how, leave a comment below how you think we should go about tackling the takeoff.
Oh yes,
because that will be because the jet EDFs. It will create an interesting quirk. Should we do some kind of takeoff structure?
Yeah, so
should we do some kind of...
So leave your suggestions below for that, and it should be exciting. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you give this video the thumbs up. And here we go. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard, and thanks very much to all our sponsors.
Yes, couldn't do it without you.
So check the links out for them below.
Okay, so we'll see each other then on Tuesday next week.
Yes, unless you want to tune in for the live streams.
Yes, which you're welcome to. Just on Thursdays and Fridays, something like that. Sometimes.
Yeah. And it was interesting that in this one we actually included a little bit of the live stream because we printed the head, didn't we, on live stream?
There you go. So you can go back and check that out before. Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
There you go. So we'll see each other then. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
And 3, 2, 1, go! Racing! Yeah!
See you guys. See you next week.
Okay, so here it is. Looking good. And yeah, all made on the Creality K2 Plus. There you go.